Welcome to the AP Statistics Summer Workshop. The purpose of this series of videos is to familiarize you with the basic uses of the TI-83 or TI-84 graphing calculator. Today we're going to be taking you through a series of videos used as tutorials to guide you through this worksheet which I asked you to do during the summer. So on this worksheet we're going to be using the data right here in the center of the worksheet, and hopefully everybody printed out the worksheet because I want you to have the worksheet in front of you as I guide you through this video. And the first set of data has a series of 14 items. We call these observations. We've got 15, 11, 19, all the way through to the last one, which is 14. The second list of data that we're going to be using today is found on page 4 of your worksheet towards the top. And it has a series of observed values. I think there are a total of 43 items here in this list. All of these items are the ages of our U.S. presidents at the time of their first inauguration. So we're going to be using that list also in a later video with showing data displays of using our calculators. But before we start doing anything, I want to turn our attention to the graphing calculator itself. I'm going to be using a TI-84 in my demonstrations today, but a TI-83 has the same commands, the same functions. So whatever I do, if you have an 83, you should be able to do along with me. And if you have a TI-82, you can do the same thing also. So I normally leave the 82 out because not many people have them anymore, but if you have a TI-82, you can do everything that you're going to watch me do on this video. Let's start by taking a close look at our keypad. On our keypad, we have the on button, of course, in the lower left. We have the standard 0 through 9 digital input. We have the basic operations of division, multiplication, subtraction, and addition buttons to the right. We have a series of buttons for doing trigonometry and other functions that we won't be using much in this class. But one button that we will be using quite a bit is this button right here called STAT. I'm going to zoom in on it for you. The stat key, as you probably guessed, stands for statistics. So we're going to be using this one quite often. And then in the upper left hand of your keypad, you'll see a blue button. I think it's blue on almost every calculator I've seen, but it's always labeled second. This is our secondary function key. This will enable any secondary function on any of our keys. For instance, if you look at your stat key, right above your stat key, there's a light blue word, and that word is list. I'm going to zoom in even tighter for you so you can get a good close look at this. So if you hit your second key and then your stat button, that's going to call up your lists. All right, so secondary function key will enable the secondary functions on any key. In the upper right-hand corner of your keypad, you've got this arrow up, arrow down, arrow left, and arrow right. And this serves as a mouse to move your cursor around in your display window. And the display window is this area right here. When you turn your calculator on, the cursor will appear in the upper left-hand corner. And then underneath your display window, you have 5 buttons. You've got Y equals, window, zoom, trace, and graph. The only button that I'm going to explain to you today will be the zoom button and the Y equals button. We're going to be using the zoom button to display our data. Whenever we're doing a display, whether it's a histogram or a box plot, we have to, the command to display it will be zoom 9. That will give us a statistical zoom on that graph. The other button underneath your display is Y equals. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit better and get a better picture of this. Yeah, it's easier to see the words now. It's the Y equals key, also known as the function key. So the secondary function of your function key is statistical plot, and that is how we plot statistics. That's how we will create our box plots and our histograms. So one more time, here's a look at the graphing calculator. I want you to, after this video is over, I want you to take a close look at your graphing calculator, make sure you know where all the buttons are located. And then after you've become familiar with the graphing calculator, I want you to go to the next tutorial, which is going to be inputting information or inputting data. Thank you.